All right, y'all. So I was recording a video testing 5 certain particular games on the Legion Go S, and during that, I found out that the audio was absolutely cooked. The video is fine, but the audio is cooked. I sound like a robot. The audio is all messed up. It's distorted, and I think it's because of the receiver being it was plugged into my phone, to capture the audio, but also I was charging it at the same time, and then my phone overheated, and I think that just cooked the audio. So this video is basically I'm leaving here with something. But during my testing, I fell in love with this thing. Now I did one of the biggest sins in gaming. I think I might get I feel like if I said this outside, I think I would legally get jumped. And you know what? Probably rightfully so. Y'all see this Legion Go S, right? Wow. Awesome device. It's amazing, man. I actually love this device. It's been amazing for me. Well, I did one of the biggest sins ever, and I added Windows.
You what?
I added Windows to this thing. Now you might be asking why. Well, first of all, I ain't got it like that. You know what I mean? Like, I can't just oh, I want a Windows device. Oh, don't worry. I'll just get the ROG Ally X Xbox edition for $1,200. Yeah, let me just spend that real quick. You know what I mean? I don't got I can't be doing that. Not in this economy. All right. With the prices going up and everything. I can't do that. I can't get the Legion Go 2. And I love SteamOS. I love the resume feature where you just turn it off, turn it back on. Oh my God, what's that? The game is still there. I love the customizability of it. I love how easily you can play games. Like, if you have your games on Steam, it is very seamless, super easy. And the UI and the performance of the OS is just so much better than Windows. When I've been using Windows, you just feel it night and day. However, one of the biggest problems with SteamOS is that it cannot run multiplayer games that use any sort of anti-cheat. That's not on Steam. That is literally on the companies who make the games. You are cooked. You cannot play it on this thing. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get Windows on this thing. I know there's dual booting, which I could do in the future. Another great thing about Valve and SteamOS is you can actually just download their software, and for supported devices, they have their own recovery image download. So I could just download it again, reapply it to my Legion Go S, and all is right with the world, right? Using Windows, SteamOS clears so much, but I will say I've been having fun with the games that I wasn't able to play on this. Because at the end of the day, Windows is pretty much compatible with everything. And I just wish one day we can have that Linux compatibility with every game so that I don't have to use Windows again. Hopefully, in 10 years from now, Xbox full screen experience will be decent. If y'all don't know, I'm I grew up on shooters. You know what I'm saying? Like Halo, Call of Duty, any shooter that you can really think of. I was a ball and gun guy. And so, yeah, I love shooters from time to time. And the fact that I couldn't play multiplayer shooters on SteamOS, I was very sad. Like I said, the 5 games that I told you, but it's been mainly Fortnite, Apex Legends, and Black Ops 7 just to test. And wow, I fell in love with it because this thing is an absolute beast, man. It's so weird because I had the original Legion Go, but it was not performing to what this is performing like. I am getting 120 FPS in all these games. Really depending though, right? It all depends on what wattages you're using. When I'm in bed, I put this thing on performance mode. It's not that loud. It doesn't get too hot. It runs around 25 watts. I am hitting 140 FPS on Black Ops 7. Now, it looks terrible. I run my games at 800p, so it doesn't look great. I think the 1200p display was such a crime. It should have been 800p. It would have been literally godsend. But Yeah, like Fortnite, I'm hitting consistent 120 with performance mode, and Apex Legends as well, you're hitting above 100 FPS, which is insane. And then Black Ops 7, I know that's I just wanted to test it, and I was hitting 140 frames a second, which was crazy. Then Marvel Rivals, you can hit 100 plus FPS as well. There's 3 things you can do. You can run the balance preset. It all depends. You'll probably get like 2 hours to 2.5 hours of battery life. And then the other one, this preset I really love, if you want that balance of like performance and balance, you can run the 20 20 25 watt for the custom TDP, and that will give you around like an hour and 45 to 2 hours and 10 minutes of battery life. And then if you're just like chilling in bed, if you're near an outlet, honestly, run performance mode. That will be amazing because you're pretty much gonna hit 120 FPS on every screen. But the reason I fell in love with this is the VRR display. As I said, I play shooters, and all these shooters have skill-based matchmaking. So like if I want to be serious, I literally have to be on my PC, max frames and stuff like that in order to compete. Because if you're hitting under 60, like 60 FPS is not enough in my lobbies, man. So I need to be hitting 100 plus FPS at all times. It gets crazy. The VRR display, man. This Legion Go is so good. I don't know why it clears the original Legion Go so bad, but I think it's because not only does it have a VRR display, which helps it immensely with screen tearing and smoothness of overall gaming, a VRR display that's hitting 100 frames per second versus a non-VRR display hitting 100 frames per second is night and day, man. The tearing is crazy. And then if you add VSync on the non-VRR display, it will have a lot more latency. And then you also have anti-lag with this thing. Yeah, just the VRR, just so good. The latency is so, it's less than 10 milliseconds. What's crazy about the Z1 Extreme, I might get some flack for this as well, but when I was playing Black Ops 7, I turned on frame gen, because if you have a high base frame rate of around like 60 and then you turn it on, frame gen actually really helps. And the latency was actually on par. Like I didn't notice anything. Maybe I'll show some clips here, but I was actually popping off with this, man. This is crazy. The fact that I think the Z2 Go doesn't support frame gen, but the Z1 Extreme natively supports frame gen at FSR 3. And so you get that frame gen 3.1, and it's actually good, y'all. It's actually good with the VRR, with the VRR display. Like I wish my video didn't get corrupted, but I honestly love this device. Like Windows is terrible. I'm gonna be honest. I installed Windows. I have never touched my screen more than using Windows. I had to get Controller Companion on Steam just to use the thumbstick on the desktop, which is one of the greatest things on Steam OS. And like, yeah, just this whole experience. I don't even have full screen experience on this, bro. I for some reason I don't have it. So it's been terrible, but when I get to run games, the Z1 Extreme's power, which is super underrated, it's crazy, with frame gen, and then with the VRR display, the 32 gigabytes of RAM. I think that's another big reason. The fact that this has 32 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM. Oh my God, I feel like I'm scamming. Now the battery life, compared to SteamOS, I actually, there doesn't seem to be that much of a difference. Like I thought there would be a way bigger noticeable difference, but honestly, they seem on par with the results that I'm getting. The fact that I can run these games is just, it's actually just awesome, man. It really is. Like, so that's all I really wanted to talk about. The Legion Go S, absolute beast. Even though I did the greatest sin of all time.